Alright. Let's get to work. So, right off the bat, what would be the best way to do this? I think with the weapon balance in mind, the best thing to do would be look at the document they've passed me, grab some of the weapons and balance the armor accordingly, and then shift everything over, because the weaponry was fine. God damn it. That's weird. There should be a copy of the previous file, but that's fine. That's interesting. Alright. Put that down. Very interesting. Are the local settings also messed up? No. Because otherwise that would be checked. Alright, whatever. Let's save that. Okay. So I'm literally gonna spawn in, grab an arsenal. I need to look at what the weakest weapon they have is. Try to find something that's balanced towards it. I want to say 5 shots. And then shift it accordingly. Does the music sound a bit off? It shouldn't. Ouch. There's a double initialization of Zeus. That's interesting. Alright. Hey, Stitches, how you doing? I'm going to tab out real quick. I want to look through their document here. So, TIOW Autogun or TIOW M36 Contrail Pack. And then the Hellgun, shotguns. Okay. And these are based off of their standard weapons. Everything else should be fine based off of that. So we need to balance the weaponry based off of what we have in here. So this is... any of these equipped with that magazine. Okay. So let's grab a few basic riflemen and do some initial testing.
Throw that. COM.
So I'm basically testing the weaponry out to see... that doesn't match what I was reported. That does not match what I was reported at all. What the hell? I was told that these weapons weren't effective and it was taking like 20 to 30 shots to kill AI. That was not the case just now. Oh god, that's gonna be annoying. Sorry, I didn't realize that that was on. Usually I take them off in my ops, but it's their mod set, so I have to work with it. But nonetheless, that does beg the question. The mod set's wrong. That is an issue. Okay, hold up. Why is the mod set wrong? Wait a minute. Okay, no, I'm trying to think here. So loading that, I'm gonna turn that off because there's no earplugs in their arsenal, so I don't understand why that would be the case. I'll ask them for a new template going in, but hold up, follow up then. What about... I feel like this is Ron. That has to be Ron. Because it doesn't make any sense. The only way the testing on this file is going to work is if I have their up-to-date add-on settings for the server. And if I don't have those, I can't do weapon balance testing because I was told that their weapon wasn't... It was like taking 20 to 30 shots to kill the AI. And I just 3-shotted that dude. So clearly there is something wrong with settings. Yet, if I just 3-shotted that dude on the AI critical threshold being only 1, there's not much that could be changed here to change that in itself. So there had to have been a mod update or something. That's a weird one. Okay. Regardless, here's what I'm gonna do. I need to message a guy, and this is... Welcome to background stream, and this is what I didn't want to stream, or what I wanted to stream last night but didn't, but it's still, you know, some of the same work of... I basically will reach out now and try to figure out, okay, what the hell is going on. I'm gonna have to reach out to a buddy of mine named Dante. When you get a sec, can you remind me who to message for ACE settings in TOC? Because here's the thing. I can either... There's 2 options I have. I can either retest the weaponry and then garrison the AO and do the entire process to make this mission file. However, we then risk running into the same exact issue we did with the first running of this mission where weaponry, for whatever reason, weren't working properly. But for everything I know about an Arma, the weaponry is fine, but it was reported that it wasn't, and that some units were super tanky for some weird reason, but we just proved that they get 2 or 3-shotted. But I think they updated something to make a change, so I don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole, in all honesty, until I get the proper updated settings, because then I've at least done my due diligence of getting reports on something and then trying to fix it. So I'm not going to be able to garrison this file right now, but there's another file I've got to garrison, but that's a weird one. That is really, really weird. That I get a report for something and then we test it and then boom, all of a sudden it's conflicting to the report. You know? That's a weird one. Alright, I'm gonna boot up another mod set to do some more garrison work for. Just give me a moment. What weapon? It was the laser rifles. It was that weapon we just used apparently had an issue with it, and nah. I think there's something more complex there, and I'm always wary about working with TOC because I do get really weird reports. And then there's always been some weird meddling server side in the past, and I just don't even know who to trust or what to look at, but I'm just going to be doing my due diligence where I can. It's a weird one. But, you know, I'll rock with what I got. So right now I'm booting the 31st's mod set so we can garrison their next mission file. So I'm going to shift over my commands here. First up. And I spelled garrisoning wrong, but that's fine. The map is going to be Geonosis, and I'm going to spell it completely wrong. And we'll get that done. But, I don't know. Maybe... It could be a few different reasons, Ozzy. It's hard to say, but we'll have to see how things go. Now I actually have to be entertaining? Damn, Ian. Hitting me hard there. Otherwise, hope everyone's having a fun night. We finally have the op fund there. If you want to see what that's about, type !Deagle. If you have any questions on it, let me know. But it's basically a way for the viewer base, if you want more of certain types of ops, you got it. And then someone came in, I forget the damn name, but he wanted to make sure his 5 were on there because I was talking about it while he was on. And he thought, hey, that's cool, I'll put 5 down towards it. But alright, we're going to open up Valkyrie's file. I've been chatting with her about how we're going to do the last mission, because she's been working on that all of this week, and we got a few different things we can do for it, but I gave her my 2 cents, so she's going to be working on like a super sector, but we have to find a way to partition part of it off so it doesn't lag the server too much. Because, you know, it's still like a, you know, a 40 to 60 person operation, so you gotta work with what you got at that point. Dwarves I did not. But, again, we need to... There's a process involved before we even touch anything, so... C'est la vie. The droid, that's the commander meme? What do you mean by that, Ozzy? The droid commanders? This isn't a Star Wars op, though. This is a 40k op. We're just using a Star Wars map so I can have something to then build up, but you'll see it in a second. August 20th, International Pineapple Pizza Day. Well, Sapper, it's wrong. Okay, fake news. Don't worry about it. Alright, so this is our next sector. Yeah, as far as I was aware, I mean, they're probably only going to get these 2 sectors done, so I got to garrison up this area and that area. But... okay. Now it's become the matter of how do I want to set this thing up approximately. And that's the difficult part. So I'm thinking we'll copy and paste garrisons in. I will edit some of this file to get rid of all the stuff we've gone with already. So that would be pretty much everything up to that point. And then we'll expand this on the left. And then I'll just have to do all of that extra work. Okay. Get rid of that bunker section. Get rid of that. Get rid of those extra wall pieces. That one's still there. And then we get all of that in. However, everything that's pre-spawned I need to get rid of so there's not a double paste, because if that's the case and the mission file spawns in, then stuff's going to actually explode. Which, granted, would be kind of funny, but... I can hear Valkyrie now. She's gonna go, Liru, I have everything sectioned off already. And it's like, yeah, I know. I can just look at it from a folder in here, but... nah. Yeah, the Fortress Outpost. I'm too lazy. So the reason I'm deleting all these is because I'm going to copy and paste them from a previous mission file over because they're already pre-garrisoned. And that way I don't have to completely do all the re-garrison work again. Are these part of... No, these are part of the next sector. Oh, well. So much for being sectioned. That's fine. Here until I see these disappear. Okay. So that one gets rid of that, and then let's check everything else here. Because I noticed some stuff was deleted in the next AO. So it's those far walls, those earth shakers, and then everything else. But yeah, so this next op will cover these two sectors, and then we've got this final sector, and we're trying to figure out how to partition that off into a two-parter as well. I think for the sake of garrisoning, I'm only going to garrison that group, and then we've got all these additional places to do, and yeah, it should be fine. So let's go ahead and save the mission here. I'm going to now reopen a previous mission and then import everything over. Yeah, one day, right, Ozzy? The server can run these really well. It's just... we have to partition off parts of the AO, which is why we have those massive frickin' walls. We've just kind of learned how to balance things in this AO for it, so, you know. Make it work accordingly. Oh, right. I need him to send me... Right. To fix that magazine issue. Ugh, so this won't get fully built today, but that's fine. I'll deal with it another day. But yeah, copy all of that. And then we'll reopen the other file. But let me shoot Revy a message real quick. If I can find him, there he is. If my phone would load properly. Hey broski, can you shoot me updated templates for your spawn that don't have the magazine issue if that was still causing the mission file to not boot, ? I've got your next mission file almost ready to send, even though we won't be running it for a while, but at least it'll be in the system. Alright. Orc new weapons, orc fluffers, oh god. Why was there no entry in dot model error? That's not good. Yeah, you really don't want one of those to be in there, but also these are on, so I'm going to turn those off because that can screw with pathing. And then boom, that is literally half the work done for that sector. Mwah, marvelous. All right, now we got to crew all the vehicles in this area. Tell me that wasn't what do you mean by that? I was just reading what you wrote. Unless I read it wrong, in which case, oops. Oh well, c'est la vie. Alright. So he's made a bunch of entrenched tanks. So this only mounts the Top Gun, mainly because the other weapons aren't really high enough to shoot over. However, in some cases, it looks like they might actually be able to get away with that. So let's go ahead and put them in. Oh, yeah, no, I text-to-speech people. I know, I'm horrible. It's because I'm too lazy to type. I'm so sorry. It was text-to-speech. Plus, I mean, that also, if I'm doing a one-sided conversation, at least cues you guys in. So what I'm trying to get done and messaged in, so, you know. That one I feel like is a bit of a win-win, but that's just my opinion. That is a lot of Hydra platforms, Jesus. Yeah, we're just gonna do that, and then we can select those. That is a triple mortar position.
Send and go, Team 6.
Tsunami wave.
Evening, everyone. How's everyone's day been?
I hope everyone's day has been well. Mine has been all right, my friend. Thank you so much for the 28-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I love how he literally has this in here just with a bigger zone. And he's got an entire base next to it as well. This AO is going to really suck for the players to clear. It's still going to be doable, mind you, but... Oh, Bloodwind has 10 seconds left on her quiche is upstairs. She's probably going to bring me one. I'm excited. I checked on them in the oven. They look delicious. That is a lot of Lehman Russes. Jesus, Valk. I know she's going to watch this VOD back, but my freaking God. Mac, I'm not even going to say that out loud. Good God, but... That is a lot. I might have to make a few cuts, but let's see how bad the damage is, because Jesus. It's literally like, yeah, you cleared a spire, good job, you get another spire. This is how Valk shows improvement. Oh my gosh, heretical shooting ranges. With civilians. Oh, good job, Valk. Some ambient storytelling. Valk, please. We can't keep putting the civs up like that. Someone's gonna yell at us. Oh, god damn. Oh, and there's another freaking giant-ass turret up there. Oh, that's a lot of blood. What did you make down there? Ah, right. The locals. With their... Oh. God damn it, Valk. Valk just sits there. How can I make Liru uncomfortable today? Oh, she's good at making ways to screw with everything, that's for sure. Alright, we have another gun bunker up here. So that's just for the map. How many earth shakers do we need? Do we have enough? This sector is really gonna push the server, that's a damn fact. Okay, a little mess hall area, so she changed this up a little bit. Hey, look, quiche.
It's very hot.
Okay, I'm gonna eat it right now. Yeah?
In the oven. Do not touch them.
I'm touching. Ow! Yes, they are.
Very careful.
I'm being very careful. Woo! One looks extra cheesy.
Yeah, that one has the one with no egg.
Gotcha.
The other one actually has egg in it. So
All
try
right.
it and tell me what you think.
Thank you. It's probably gonna need 5 to 10 minutes to cool, honey.
Yeah.
All right.
Once you try it, let me know how it is.
All right, I will. Thank you so much, honey bun.
I've been given quiche. You didn't eat dinner.
Yep. All right. You've given me quiche. Now I give you kiss. All right. Come over here.
Quiche.
Love you.
Quiche for quiche.
Quiche for quiche.
I'm so
Well, I'm served food, and I assume they're making food here. It's stuff for the poxwalkers, I guess. Ha. Oh, look, and there's a kitchen right there. I wonder what they're eating. All right, that's... Wow. Valkyrie went full send on insanity tonight. You know, I told her to loosen up on these guns, and now I keep finding more. Damn it, Valkyrie. There's, there's more. That's the way out. No, look. Plasma tanks. Ah, yeah, at least the fuel's drained, right? Nope. Well, that should be interesting. What's in here? Looks like more storage and utility. Alright. That's not bad. Yeah, and some fuel storage as well. Alright, cool. And then we have another position up here. What are you? Just some more storage. Oh, ooh, that's evil. I like it. Sully Official, thanks for the 5 months resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. And Raffle, I got your $5 on the op fund. How do they get fuel cargo containers in past the fuel slots? Heresy. Obviously. Come on, Killing Owl, you gotta put your head in it, alright? You gotta think, if I was a heretic, how would I achieve something? You know how Middle Easterners achieve things through jihad? Yeah. 40k heretics achieve things through heresy. That's just how it works. Okay? It just works. Alright, now I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna garrison all of this, and that's what scares me the most. Because there's a lot of tanks. There's actually a lot of tanks. Oh boy. Making sure I didn't... okay, see? That's why I look around. It's a standard autocannon tank, though, so it's not too bad-ish. I just heard Bloodwing laugh maniacally. What? You want me to try it? Alright. Yeah, there's literal steam coming out. I'm doing this live on a freaking stream. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You nailed it, honey. That's pretty good. She did a great job with that. Alright. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna basically get this op garrisoned. I'm gonna take a 10-minute break to eat this quiche, and then we'll get back to work. Alright. So, let's go ahead and go through all of our units here. So first off, we got squad leaders, Nurgle's chosen. So these are my quote-unquote squad leaders. I'm gonna put probably 8 of them down in total. In various areas here. So 2... We need them in every little fortification area as well. 3... 4... 5... Prince of Pleasure making an appearance for this op? No, because they're fighting, Nurgle. But in future 31st ops, future 40k ops, the TOC ops, the Prince of Pleasure appears. So we do have one more to make, and then if you want, you can crowdfund for more if you want them to come back. I'm debating maybe in the next campaign we'll have the Prince of Pleasure come back in the 31st, but they're not the type to do that type of roleplay in their operation, so I don't really want to bring the Prince back for them specifically. But TOC Ops Prince is totally up for grabs. Alright, now we've got AT. These guys can be fielded a bit more often. I'm going to do 10 total. So 2, 3. No, not right there, because the wall's too high. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could do it in OML as well, and that is that's another op that can be crowdfunded too. So that's two 40K communities I can brand in, but again, wouldn't really fit for how the 31st wants to be messed with. 6, and then we'll do a 7th up there. Alright, next up is, I think that's Malta. Yeah, that's Malta. I'm gonna put 5 of them down. Now, they're more short range, so... Spawn camp. 1. 2, and again, they're mainly anti-armor, so I want to put them on vehicle blocking positions. 3, 4, and then maybe 1 up here for defense. 5, alright. Next is going to be a heavy machine gunner. Now, this is where we want to be very critical with where we put these. We'll probably do 7. So 1, 2. We can also do interior areas, too. 3. Oh, there's another turret up here. I'm going to just copy him down. He doesn't count to my tally, though. 4. 5. Which you might not be able to fully peer over this, but that's fine. 6. And then there was one more, I think it was back here. I'll put him on the entryway. 7. Alright. Then we've got another type of auto rifle with a hell gun. And we'll do 6 or 7 as well. So that's 1. I think after that, the front position is going to be very girthy there. So that's 3 total. 4. And then we'll just do interiors. 5. Whoops. 6. No, we're not going to do Nurgle goats. I think I already put a dude in there. Back here. 7. Plasma should be next. Plasma's fun. Plasma makes me giddy. We're going to probably do 9 or 10 plasma. Mainly because that's the weapon that'll make vehicles think twice. 3. But again, that's more of an outside weapon. 4. 5. 6. 7. I think we'll do 8 total. And then before we get to our basic bitch rifleman, we have a single marksman class, and I'm just going to put them in various places up high or in places that require range. So we'll do some on internal areas as well. But where we keyhole him is going to be incredibly important. It's going to be all about the internal area here. I wouldn't say it's a D-Day per se, it's just a massive assault that's meant to pin them down for a long time. And they seem to like this type of op, but we are still cycling it out soon. There's 2 more ops planned between these 3 sectors. This sector's still under construction. Valk's going to add more to it and probably separate it out. But usually for 2 of these sectors, they can clear it within, you know, an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm going to have another bite of quiche because that was actually delicious. Oh, yeah. Now we have the rifleman. So, I don't think I'll need any, and this is just for garrison, and I spawn more stuff on top of it. But for everything we have here, I'm going to be putting stuff down to essentially put units around corners, put them in barracks. You know, leave the marksmen to the towers. I want to put, you know, enemies where I want the players to go and to see, you know, or at least look at for shock value. Because otherwise, where's the fun? Force the players to appreciate stuff, you know? And then I can put some stuff on the outside as well. I can delete these now, and then everything else is going to be garrison work for internals. So putting stuff in CQC-esque positions is also incredibly important. And then I don't need that last one. Alright, and then this position is always one of my favorites to do, because it's a gun turret. We're not retiring the prints. No. It's just we don't do the prints in the 31st because they're not the community that appreciates that type of stuff. The prints will always be a thing in TOC, and then I'll bring it to OML if we get the ops fully funded for it. I'm never retiring the prints. 31st also doesn't like it when I take hostages and have them go PvP, but I am going to bring that back for TOC ops because it was funny. And no one will ever stop me from doing that. I might take a break from it occasionally, but that's too much of a classic thing for me to do to not let it happen. You know? Because I'm evil. Yeah, now the really fun part. Little eatery here. Nurgle hamster Liru when, good god. Well, I guess $10 sooner, because that'll go to a 40k op with TOC, not TOC, the first one is for the 5th. So, I'm sure, you know what, how about this? As a one-off for the first op for the 5th, we will bring in a Nurgle hamster Liru op. Why not? F it. For a one-off, I'll find a picture of a hamster, I'll have someone turn it into a Nurgle hamster, and I will give it melee. And that is what the player base's main antagonist will be for that operation. How does that sound? F it. We just need that first op funded, and that's what we'll deal with. Why? Because why not? I'm an insane Zeus anyway. We might as hell. Make it unkillable? Can't really do that even if I wanted to because of how Web Knight handles melee framework, but I can try. But there's not going to be a guarantee on my side that it would be unkillable. Because again, of how Web Knight scripting works for that type of stuff. There you go, chat, you crazy, deranged lunatics. I've given you what you wanted. It's up to you to fund it. Now, fun fact, that's also Vix's unit. So you're asking me to take one of my friends and put her through some sort of deranged lunacy. I want to clarify, though. That's not me complaining. That's me relishing in the opportunity. But it's up to you guys at this point to fund that level of lunacy. That is not what I wanted to delete. But there you go. All right. So that is that entire area garrisoned. Now all I got to do is select everything and start grouping it all together. And then because this is going to be the second AO area, I'm going to group it, and then we're going to do this. Disable, I'm going to check off 3 checkboxes. Special states, disable, disable, disable. And then we'll re-enable that in the mission. Now, the next fun part is going to be me taking the sectors. I'm trying to find where this one is. Well, I completely misaligned that wall. I guess I got lazy. And I'll deal with the spawn point at a later date because I have no control of that. They have a template file, but it was broken. So these represent the walls. The reason it's wobbling is because I have settings on these two, which I should honestly have off, but yeah, whatever. Lazy. Okay, and now we're just going to draw these out. And then within there, I'm going to put their spawn zone in as well, but let's go ahead, border. That got turned down on accident because I misclicked into it. Put a copy of that over there for now because I'm going to grab a marker. Mark that as clear. No, we'll set it to op for since it's a darker red. Take the second one, change it from border. And then change that to border. Okay. Have our phase 1 and phase 2 flags. And this campaign will take us to the end of April. But we already have the next, like, the entirety of 2024 planned out for this community, so. Most of the work is already done, funny enough, because one of the campaigns we're recycling from the Black Templars, because we did an entire map change out for them. Alright, phase 1, phase 2, I'll mark spawn later, but when I do that I can also delete. Those are the vehicles that are probably causing the no entry model issue, but that's fine. Alright. But that's gotten everything marked. I need to do some more marking as well. I'm just deleting all the empty static weapons because I can just get rid of those at that point. Though he probably has it organized by, or she, excuse me. If I were to select you, and then scroll up, he probably has it marked as Fortress Cathedral. All right, and then we can just delete everything here. I love how it prioritizes on cursor regardless of what I have selected in here. It's a little annoying, but we make do. Oh, the children. Well, yeah, that's a lot of buildings. We can delete the sentries. We're going to be using those a little less because they're a little buggy right now. They won't target things properly. I don't know what updated because they used to work fine. And now it's just like, we don't feel like working anymore. It's like, all right, cool, thank you. Understandable. Have a lovely day. All right, that should be everything static there. To save on frames, we'll put the spawn like somewhere on here. I just need those new templates for them. And then we've got everything squirreled away. The only thing I want to add is... Citadel. Tower. And then I think I'm just going to mark points of interest like this. Don't know why I accidentally hit the B button there. These just represent areas that you can enter. Let's see if that went on correctly. All right, cool. So that, basically they represent main objectives. So this one I think is going to be done pretty quickly. This one might take a bit longer. And that has covered everything. All right, there you go. That is a 2-hour mission file, but I'm going to be honest, the work that went into actually making the AO that Valkyrie does, that's what takes a while. But nonetheless, that is that. I think there was meant to be some trench lines right here. So I'm going to replace these real quick, because those are kind of quintessential. These are rotated out, what the hell? Yeah, alright. I want to get these trenches back. Don't know what happened to them, but, you know, c'est la vie. Because that'll also provide some frontline cover. However, this gate is not going to have that at all. Alright. So you were trying to make Fort Knox. This wasn't the most difficult one. I think the first one we did was probably the most painful one, but, you know, it's a matter of opinion at that point. Who knows? But I want to stretch that out to cover that part, and then we should be good. Alright. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother testing it right now because I still need to get the new template file anyway for it. But we'll get there when we get there. You, I don't think, since you weren't a part of that, we then... No. There we go. Alright, cool. And same with these two items. Because I control when they're toggled on and off, but that's that. All right, so yeah, I might come back with more mission dev. I'm going to eat some of this quiche right here that Bloodwing made, and it's still quite warm. Thank you so much for watching. Might be back later for some more mission dev. Otherwise, go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. Have a good one.